Thank you very much, Kurt and Rodney, and the Chamber want to keep the spirit of giving going here for the event this morning. I'm honored to introduce now a panel of philanthropic leaders who will speak to the social impacts of their work in San Francisco and here in the Bay Area in general. So please let me welcome to the stage first our moderator, Jobina Fortson. Jobina is a reporter for ABC 7 News here in the Bay Area. Prior to her West Coast move, Jobina was a multimedia journalist and anchor for Wave 3 News, the NBC affiliate in Louisville, Kentucky. Jobina. Also on the panel this morning, it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the stage Melanie Moore, Executive Director of the Warriors Community Foundation and Vice President of Community Relations of the Golden State Warriors. Also, Amy Wallace, Vice President Global Philanthropy at J.P. Morgan Chase & Company. And Mary Hamilton, Managing Director of Accenture Technology Labs. Jobina, take it away.
Thank you so much, Scott. Good morning, everyone. Oh, come on. There were some good pancakes on the table. Let's try that one more time. Good morning, everyone. All right. Thank you so much for having me this morning. My name is Jobina Fortson. I'm a reporter with ABC 7 here in San Francisco, and we are talking about community engagement through partnerships with an incredible panel here. So first I want to just go down the line, and we will start with Melanie Moore, Executive Director, Warriors Community Foundation, and Vice President, Community Relations, Golden State Warriors. Melanie, very briefly, can you talk about what you do?
Sure. I have a really fun job. I get to work with so many of our community partners, corporate partners, as well as nonprofit organizations on a range of projects from, as Kurt talked about, funding nonprofits in the community, but also, as you saw in the video, having players go out and spend time with young people, whether it's refurbishing a basketball court or contributing through our season of sharing gifts for families at the holidays. And our team, our incredible community relations and foundation teams, many of whom are here in the audience today at your various tables, really make that happen. We also, as an organization, do so much for the community through our corporate partnerships. We are able to design programs that are helping people find employment. Our Chase Center training was a great example of that. We also think a lot, as we're building this new arena, about sustainability, environmental sustainability, food recovery. So when we think about social responsibility, it's definitely beyond just showing up at a school, which I'm not diminishing because that can be life-changing for a young person, but it really is about what is our long-term impact on the community. So we think a lot about that every day.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Amy Wallace, Vice President, Global Philanthropy, J.P. Morgan Chase. Good morning, Amy.
Good morning, everybody. As you said, I'm in charge of our grant making for the Northern California region and focus primarily here in the Bay Area. We are really focused pretty squarely here on the issue of affordability. And we do this in a variety of ways through our grant making and work with nonprofit partners. Firstly, around neighborhood revitalization, really looking at affordable housing development, making sure our neighborhoods are strong and healthy and thriving. We also do work around financial health, and this can range from everything from helping a family establish an emergency savings account to working with high school students around their own financial planning, so when they graduate from college, they're not overly burdened with debt. We do a lot of work in the workforce development and job training space, so helping local residents have the skills that they need for jobs today, but also jobs 5 and 10 years from now as our economy changes. And we also do a lot around small business assistance through programs like our Entrepreneurs of Color Fund, which is designed to help local small businesses start, stay, and grow right here in San Francisco. And we really try to do all of this, as Melanie said, in partnership with other stakeholders, with the community, and with nonprofits.
Thank you so much, Amy. And now Mary Hamilton, everyone, Managing Director of Accenture Technology Labs. Accenture, good morning.
Morning. Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. So I lead our Accenture Labs for the Americas. And our Accenture Labs is the research and development organization within Accenture. We're really responsible for identifying the next wave of technology trends that are going to be impacting our clients, our business, our partners, society, and then figuring out how to apply them, how to bring them to life. So I get to work with great technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, robotics. I have a really fun job. But there's also responsibility that comes with that. And so we often think about how do we use that technology. We have a program called Tech for Good, which is thinking about how to apply that in new ways to really benefit society, and think carefully about the ethics and responsibility of how we use that technology. And then beyond that, I lead our local San Francisco labs, and so for me, it's really integral to be part of this community to help think about the new skills that we're going to grow, and really help think about that through the generations and apply that here locally as part of the community.
Thank you so much, Mary. So this first question is going to be open up to the entire panel. You all discussed really what your organizations focus on, but what are you all finding to be the biggest challenges that you face in this field?
I'll take a crack at that. Thanks for the question. It's always top of mind to think very much about the people in the community that are the beneficiaries of the work that we do. And it's easy to look around and see the challenges. We have income inequality. We have housing issues in our region. We have transportation challenges, people commuting long hours. This affects young people in a lot of ways. They are working harder than ever to get an education, and we really want the Bay Area to be a place where they can then find a great job. So thinking about a young person's development, there's some challenges that are just natural, and Kurt talked about some of the youth development work that they do. Young people have to have a sense of belonging. They have to attach to a teacher, to a community organization. They also have to be offered the opportunity to develop mastery, whether it's in mathematics or dance or theater arts or sports, because that's really character building and it really helps them become the person that they are. And finally, access. And I think so many of the organizations that we work with are trying to help young people as they grow into young adults get access to opportunities that they might not otherwise find. Those seem to be challenges for any young person, but in the Bay Area, we have challenges on top of that we know we need to address collectively with our government partners, our nonprofit partners, and our corporate partners to just make our region a healthy place to live, a place where everyone can thrive.
I'll take the next one. So as I said, obviously affordability, I would say, is a major challenge for us in the region. And that not only is seen in housing affordability, which we all think a lot about and do a lot of work in, but also it impacts our small businesses and our nonprofits' ability to really serve the communities that they need to. So we are spending a lot of time working on nonprofit capacity building, also small business assistance, as I said, to really make sure that our businesses, our nonprofits, and our families are able to stay in the neighborhoods, keep our neighborhoods really diverse and vibrant, and have access to all the sort of resources that they need. So I think addressing those challenges is really key to us. The other challenge that we have is really coming together around partnership, and this is both, I would say, a challenge and an opportunity. And a great example of this for us has been a partnership around Chase Center training. We were able to partner with the Warriors, our colleagues in the city, in the nonprofit sector, with labor and contractors to really put together a training program to help local residents have access to the skills they need, not just to help build this building, but to really launch a career in the construction field so that they can stay in their neighborhoods and in San Francisco as we're addressing affordability challenges. So really thinking about this in a holistic way, I think, is one of our challenges, but also gives us a great opportunity for impact.
I'll take it from the technology angle. Obviously we're living in unprecedented times, in terms of technology advancement. I think there's, if we think about how that affects our community, we are the center of innovation here in Silicon Valley, right? In San Francisco especially. And the world is watching, right? They're watching what we're doing. And so, we have to start at home and think about what kinds of programs can we do, again, to leverage technology, but also to help grow skills, to create access. And so, there are a number of programs that we're doing both programmatically, but then also our employees are applying their own skills within the community to do things in sort of a grassroots volunteer way. So, a great example is the Math Hoops program that we saw some of the video around, right? Addressing elementary and middle school children and bringing fundamental math skills along with social, emotional skills and applying those on the basketball court, right? Getting kids engaged, getting them excited about that, and helping them to learn those critical STEM skills and social skills that they're going to need to be successful as the next generation, right? And it's thinking across generations. That's the up and coming. But what about people today? And thinking a little bit about homelessness in the Bay Area as well. We're working with a program called Back on Your Feet that takes a different approach to homelessness, where we've actually proven that by using a running-based model to build up self-esteem and confidence, that can help people really find a new way into jobs and homes and new lives. So that's a program we're really proud of. But then there's sort of the grassroots things that we can do of using our own skills. When the fires happened in Chico, we had within 24 hours a team of volunteers, of our analysts, that raised their hand and went up to help think about their volunteer readiness program and how they mobilize forces. So they were on the ground actually working, but they were also applying our consulting skills to make that better and then to bring that to the next recovery that we need to go through. And then, there's just great programs like our researchers going out there and, teaching preschoolers how to do robotics, right, and getting them excited about the next generation of skills. So, I just think there's so much that we can do to bring that to the next generation.
Thank you all so much. I'm really looking forward to seeing what your organizations come up with in this coming year to tackling those challenges and also what they'll be presenting in this year ahead in this exciting chapter. Can we please give our panelists a round of applause for their contributions? Thank you all so much for having us, and I believe we have another special guest coming up next to the stage, so we will make way for her.